Yawn. Yawn. I'm a little tired. Hey yo, wake up sheepies, stay off the grill, don't get your wool into a fluff. It's Alin time. Let me hiccup. Let me go ahead and start up this thing. And then we'll talk. Let's talk, chat. I'm a little tired today. I think it's because it's a full moon. I don't know. I'm like a reverse werewolf. I mentioned this before. I think it's a placebo effect because of my previous work. They would say how like the full moon is what makes kids go crazy, right? Windy days and full moons are days you want to watch out for. And for some reason, without fail, full moons make the kids go crazy, right? They start like jumping off the walls and everything, and it never fails. And I think that carried over because every time there's a full moon, my energy gets lower than usual. Where the heck am I? I forgot. I haven't played this in a while. Give me a second. Let me turn down the GUI. How are you guys doing today, though? Are you guys enjoying the full moon? Did you guys look outside? Okay, at least I have my compass, so I know how to get back. Give me a second. But yeah, as you may know, while we are walking back to our home, which way's... I want to go west. It's funny that a compass... Actually, I have my other compass, the one that points west, or points to my house. It's funny that the compass does not tell you which way is north, south, west, and east, you know? Kind of crazy. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? So yeah, today's goal, we are going to be talking about the SMP. I thought we'd talk about mods. I thought we'd talk about procedures. I thought we'd talk about things to set it up, right? And I want to get your guys' opinion on something. As you can tell, we have some nice peaceful music in this nice snowy scape. Fine, and you? I'm doing pretty good, mostly. Something trips. Is that my Pokemon? Is it because you hit the wall? Give me a second. I'm a little tired though. I won't lie that I'm a little tired. I say as I'm setting up a server. But I thought it would be good to play the game while... I like the music though. It's the ambience that I don't want to hear so loudly. The wind is like really loud. The winter wind. The music is really nice. It's just Pokemon music too. But yeah. So obviously, first and foremost, we're gonna have Cobblemon. But the thing is, I wanted to, like as I said before, I'm gonna get a book too. In this game, I'm gonna get a book. That way we can write all our ideas down, rather than just doing on the normal like pen and paper kind of thing, right? Let me go land for stamina. But I always feel kind of bad because I'm forcing the Cobblemon down your throat. I'm forcing the Cobblemon down your guys' throat. But you know what? It's one of those things you don't have to do the Cobblemon stuff. You could just like use them for resources and stuff, and you don't want to catch them. You can still like do things, you know, like building stuff. I wanted to be mostly focused on Minecraft and Cobblemon, so like the Pokemon collection aspect and the things you could do with them, and what's it called? What's it called? The Minecraft aspect, which is the building part, especially the building part. Ooh, are those berries that I haven't come across yet? I remember I was looking for berries that I need. Nope. Also, how do you deal with memory leaks in Minecraft? Apparently, I've been getting a lot more memory leaks on this game than I was before. I don't know if it's because of the Cobblemon mods or not, but for some reason, there's been like it's been alerting me of memory leaks, and I don't know what's causing it. I don't know if it's a mod that's causing it or anything. Me, when I mine and craft, heck yeah, hey package. So when I get home, let me go stop by home so I could pick up a book and some ink and a feather. That way we can write down our ideas. Hey, look, a tower. Let's stop by there while we're on the way back. Oh, my stamina. The thing is too, I think we're gonna try to keep it more casual. I want it to be like, I know like last time I made it a little bit more hardcore with the death and all that stuff and things like that, making it a little bit harder to deal with. But I think this time around, I want to make sure that everyone enjoys. So we're gonna go with something more casual for our SMP. Hey Aria, how you doing? Is there anything in this pot? I forgot how these pots work. You break them? I guess so. Oof. My inventory is kind of full. Should have stopped by. I should have like stopped here to grab stuff. There we go. What color is your chair? My chair is black. It's very generic. Oh. Oh, this is a Pokemon battle. Also, the audio's a little loud. Give me a second. Let me turn it down for you. There you go. Oh, it's a low level gimme go. I kind of want it. Give me a second. We could put it to sleep. But yeah. So, quick question while I'm trying to catch this gimme goal. Besides Cobblemon, is there any like mods you guys are interested in? And we'll do like a quick vote. Because I'm kind of curious, like how powerful should the power level be on our server? Because I'm trying to figure out like, should we have it like pretty powerful where we have a lot of powerful things? Or should we have it like more, what's it called? More, do I have a bed on me? I do. Or should we have it more like hard, like difficult, like actual survival? Both the cushion and metal plastic, yep, everything's black on it, just like my soul. Okay. Give me a second. I'm playing Minecraft though while we're doing this. Is that andesite? I can't tell. I don't have jade. The thing is, like, I like the idea of not having jade, but at the same time, I never realized how much I gotten used to jade. Is there any there's no gravel up here? I think this is all just andesite. Yeah, see here, I got another memory leak. Wait, you reached 90% usage? What does that mean? Shows leaking objects so far? No leaks found so far? What's causing that? Does anyone know? Anybody know anything about Minecraft? Is there a reason why it keeps doing that? Is that like related to mods or something? Because that's like, it's been showing up a lot more. And I can't tell if it's because the mods I added. Also, how do I... There should be like a... Is it the trap door here? Is that just gonna drop me to my death? Ah, here we go. Any gravel? Any coins? A gimme goal? Another one? We caught the other one, so we don't need to like catch this one. I think ghost types resist grass types. Let me see. Any gravel here? Any juicy gravel that I could get my hands on? My grubby little hands? That's a strong tackle attack for someone that's around my level. Chomp. Should we catch it too? Should we get like 2 gimme goals? Give me a second. Yep. We'll just finish it off. We do need the levels. I want to level up Carvana to get a Sharpedo. Okay. Just gotta grab all the coins here and whatever. Oh, wait. That thing probably dropped some gimme goals. Or gimme coins. Or not? Where was his body? It was probably on the next floor. Ah, there it is. Yummy. All that free coins. Alright. Let me go do this thing. Yeah, there's a lot of things to the Cobblemon mod that I felt like would be fun for the server too. That's part of the reason I want to do the Cobblemon mod. Plus, I think it'll be really fun to have a mod where... Or not a mod. Like a server that we could just keep going back to. Covert Cloak. Something like, I really want it to be long-term building, right? Something that we can always come back to in the future. Even if I take down the server temporary. Like say for a couple of months or so. We could still come back to it. So I was thinking about keeping it relatively simple, but I do know there's like some evergreen mods that people might like say cutting down trees faster. Ooh, there's a blue tree there. I saw something on the tree. Give me a second. And I was trying to figure out like what kind of like, should we go for more quality of life? Oh, that's just here we go. There's the beehive. Oh, beehive. Trying to figure out. My inventory is too full. I kind of want the honeycombs here. Can I not share it? Okay, I guess I can't just share it. I guess we're just going home then. Because I know there's like some mods that make it so it's easier to get like tools and stuff. Like easy anvil and easy magic and all that stuff. It's not full yet? Oh, I see. I actually never interacted with the beehives in regular Minecraft. After, like, I haven't played regular Minecraft in so long. I actually don't know a lot of the mechanics in there. Alright, let's stop by home. Let's get a book so we can start writing all our thoughts into it. And let's also get the baby Pokemon out because I need to get their friendship up. I don't know if, like, does reading or writing in a book actually pause the game around you? I don't know if that's the case. It looks full of honey when you can harvest it. Ah, I see. I just hit them with shears and like hope they give me something. Maybe I should do like a regular Minecraft playthrough one day. I know they added some more stuff to base Minecraft, like the copper golems and the gas. But I actually I haven't played regular Minecraft outside of mods. Mostly because like the mods make Minecraft much more cooler. Is this the memory leak happening? Like, do you see the lag that's happening? Do I just need to, like, for the memory leak problem that's in Minecraft, do I just have to apply more RAM to it? Because right now I'm only using my normal allocation of 4 gigabytes, which is like the standard, right? So I'm kind of curious if like the reason why I'm getting so much lag is because I need to allocate more RAM to it. All right, we need to go land for stamina. I don't know anything about memory leaks in Minecraft. And I'm kind of scared that it's going to do the same thing in like, is it because we're flying too? Like I know on servers, especially the one that I made for my friends, by default, it turns off flying, right? So I wonder if that's part of the problem, that when you're flying, it causes a memory leak? Could it be also because of my render distance? I don't know. I don't know anything about the memory leak problem. I'm just guessing. I'm turning down my render distance. There we go, fog. The fog of war is back. Alright, going in for a landing. It's a little far off, but it's fine. Alright, we are back home. As you can see, my home is looking very cute and humble. I added some more Pokemon plants and stuff. And I expanded the wheat garden, right? Have a little mushroom colony going on. For some reason, I got a second Alin, so I just put them outside as guard. And I just did little upgrades here and there, right? Dive a little bit more deeper to create. Added some more stuff. But we're not gonna have create on our server, the SMP. Let me go ahead and grab a book and drop off some items because my inventory's full. Okay. Corrupted eye. Interesting. That one's part of what's it called? That one mod, the one with the you guys know what I'm talking about. The end thingy. The end, the one where it adds a whole bunch of different eyeballs. Okay, let me go grab one of these, and I need a book. Do I have material for a book? Do I not have material for a book? I guess I'll have to make my own material. Okay, tree bark and a leather. There you go. 3 of these should make a book, right? So 3 of these and a 1 leather for a book. And then we could combine that with an ink sac and a feather. There we go. You know, one thing I do, like, after watching like the Hytale stuff, one thing I really like about the Minecraft is that crafting table. It's really nice. Even if it's just like a step around the whole crafting system, I actually prefer having the crafting table over the idea of like you just need 2 irons and 1 stone to build a table, you know? Gives it a unique flair. Okay, so we're gonna call this SMP planning, right? And we're gonna put all our planning stuff in here, and we'll test some things out here and there in the base, right? Just to make sure that everything could work on the SMP. Hey Sampang, how you doing? You came just in time. We're planning out for SMP, and let me go bring out the baby Pokemon so I can increase their friendship. There you go. So does time freeze when you're writing in the book? I think it does, right? Yeah, they're not moving. There's a lot of Minecraft VTubers. I don't know. Well, the SMP is more like for my chat members, right? And if VTuber Minecrafters or Minecraft VTubers want to join, they can join, right? So first off, right? Definitely, we should state that for the sheepy community, which is us, right? All right. So first things first. Obviously, we're gonna have Cobblemon mods included. Actually, we should make that into another page. That way, we have a lot of room. Mods included. All right. Wait, we should have a before we do mods. We should have a overall goal for the server. So mods included, right? That'll be 1 page. And the overall goals of our server. Overall goals? How about mood? Aim for the server, right? Or SMP. And as I said, I want it to be more focused on building and creating, right? More focused on building. So we're not gonna have, my general plan is not for us to have any world gen mods, right? Nothing like Terralith. Actually, I don't know, maybe Terralith. I'm thinking we could have Terralith as our general like world gen mod, but I'm not gonna have like Young's world generation stuff like buildings and things like that. Because I know Terralith works really well with the Cobblemon mod, has a volcano and a hot spring thing. I'm here for the sheep guy, stayed for the Minecraft. Heck yeah, hey Woozy. So I want to say like it's not going to be focused on exploration. I'm not going to add any dungeon mods or new biomes except for Terralith. It depends. I'm still weighing over Terralith, right? I'm going to put down under the question mark, right? For mods included, we're going to definitely have Cobblemon. And I'm going to say Terralith with a question mark. Because I still don't know if I want Terralith or just a standard. Because I feel like, okay, question. Is there any problem with Terralith if we take out the data pack or mod? Because in case that we need to update to say 125 or 126 or something like that because the Cobblemon mod update, right? Would Terralith destroy the map in any way? Because I know like if you add Terralith to a map after you have generated it, it causes a lot of problems. But my question is like, if I take it out later because of incompatibility or something like that, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna put that like a solid maybe, just thinking about it. Because at least with the other one, without the Terralith mod, we can still generate new terrain without it having to worry about compatibility issues. You know? Alright? We want to make this server, like my goal with the server is to be evergreen, right? And what I mean by that is that we can come back to it, and if we want to add more things, we can. But we could like essentially, it's not gonna be like the most complicated server, if that makes sense. It's mostly Minecraft. I guess you could say it's a kitchen sink, I guess? I don't know. Is that what they call it nowadays? Like, I'm actually considering like not only Cobblemon, but maybe Umapoi. That way everyone could gacha and we could have like, we could have Uma races? Maybe? I don't know how the Umapoi mod works. I have it on here, right? I have the Umapoi mod on this, on my data pack or my mod pack, but I never worked with it. But I know on the SMP with the BT Craft, people were collecting the Umapois, the Uma skins, right? See, there's my Umas, right? Umapoi. Right? So people were collecting skins, and if anything, like even if we don't utilize the Umas into actual races or anything or effects, the question is though, how OP is it? You know? Let me see. Let me test it out really quick. I want to test it out in a creative map, right? How OP is Umapoi? Because I'm thinking I want to keep the power level relatively low, but I also want to make sure that we don't like have like a bunch of farms, right? Like iron farms, mob farms. So I'm trying to find workarounds for that. Because I don't want it to be full of farms. I want it to be full of like just builds people make, right? All right, let's try this Umapoi. Because I actually never tested out Umapoi. All I know is that you could collect the Umas. So like, can you get a really powerful soul? You can cap stats on that mod? Can you? Because I know like Umapoi adds a lot of things. Like, see? So right here. Those are nameless Umas, right? But it's plus 3 speed and plus 5 damage. And I don't know how much is plus 5% damage. Is that a lot? And that's like on a low level Umapoi, right? Uma Musume? King Halo? Like, what happens if you level up your King Halo to maximum? Like, there's no documentation on it. Yeah, it's extra health and whatnot, does it? Okay, maybe not Umapoi then. Like, I kind of want to keep it relatively low level. I don't know, that's the hard thing. Because like, I gotta weigh, do we want to be OP and then just like make a lot of things? Or do we want to be relatively low power but still make a lot of things? You know? That's my like way about it. Because I never really like dive into or read the documentation. Let me see. Let's write that down. Relatively low power? Because the question is like, how low power do we want this server, right? Because like that begs the question, like, should we have quality of life mods like easy anvil and easy magic to make it so you could like get your what's called your enchanting? But then again, like regular base enchantment isn't too bad already as it is, and we're just making it easier. And I can't tell if that's a good idea or not. Because the thing is, like, one thing I like an idea of a Minecraft server is having to use your resources and not having it like renew. So that's what I was thinking about, like finding a way to get rid of mending, right? And then like in order for you to actually fix your tool, you need to actually repair it with its with the material. But the only problem with that idea is the fact that netherite is so hard to find already as it is, and diamond isn't so bad, so it's like people can have diamond tools, but like netherite, I don't think anyone's gonna ever use any netherite gear just because of how hard it is to find, right? If I take out mending, so that's why I'm weighing over like, should I take out mending, right? And it's like I'm also thinking about like the general balance of it, because like if we do take out mending, we have to have a way for things to be like repairable, right? And even if we exhaust an area of resources, like say all the iron and diamonds, Minecraft is a big world, so you can always just go to another area, you know? But that's why I'm curious. But at the same time, I guess a mob farm still could be nice. Mob farms? Because I always like the idea of us building up to something bigger. And I've always wondered about this too, like, I kind of want to stick to vanilla blocks, right? But I know there's some like furnishing mods that could be pretty fun, and I don't know if like that could be like something that we could probably add, because it's like, you know, you can still make some pretty nice things from like base vanilla. But I guess in the same sense, like it goes back to the idea of like how many mods do we want to add? I'll put a question mark. And on top of that, I want to have a online shop, right? Not in the sense that you guys pay money for it, but it's like we use either emeralds or Poké Dollars or diamonds to buy blocks. That way it helps with people building. But then like, isn't part of the thing with Minecraft like gathering the material itself? Like, that's what I'm wondering about. Because like the first things first, right? We're not gonna have no crate mod, right? There's no crate. In other words, the only automation is probably going to be automation that you can do, but I know there's like a problem with that server-wise, right? Because like on servers, isn't it bad to have an actual iron farm or anything like that because it causes lag problems? So we're definitely going to take all this out. This is not going to be the map that you guys are on, but there's not going to be any of these things, right? No crate stuff. We're going to stick with no or base automation. Music just came on. Sounds like a Pokemon, or not Pokemon, a Mario Odyssey music at first with the whole flare. All right, let me go back home. Wait, I gotta let my Pokemon out. The thing is, I need to raise my friendship with these guys, but the easiest way to get them like friendship up is just have them walking around freely. Let the babies free, basically. Because the thing is, like, I like the idea of the Apotheosis mod, because it gives everyone like unique gear and stuff like that, because you kind of like shape your gear the way you want. I like the idea of expression, but the problem is with the Apotheosis mod, you get stupidly OP. And without any mod to kind of be difficult, it's just a power imbalance, you know? I don't know, that's the thing. Let me go like look at some mods on CurseForge, right? But I'm gonna try to start building the mod pack, right? That way we have an idea. So I'm gonna make a copy of the one that I made for my friends. So Mega Showdown will be good, right? Mega Showdown will be good. Cobblemon will be good because we're gonna have base Cobblemon. Research task. I think this is gonna be a fabric server, right? Because my friends are enjoying the idea of the research task, and the research task is basically like an Arceus, where you can do things for Cobblemon and get extra items for doing things, and there's like a completion chart to it. So that's like the collectors, for the collectors, right? So I'm thinking about like the whole thing I learned from let me use blocks as a way to explain this. I'm doing the whole thing that I learned from like this whole that MMO talk, right? You guys probably know what I'm talking about, but they said how there's like 4 types of players. You have your player killer, right? They're the ones that like to train for PvP and all that stuff. So you have your explorer, the people that want to go out into the world and try to kind of just find things, right? You have your artistic crafters. Those are the people that like to build things, right? So they're like to get into the economy and things like that. And then you just have your general players, right? I think there's like, that's the general case. So we have 4 aspects I'm trying to appeal to. So like the collectors. That's what the 4th one was, the collectors. So we have the builders, the collectors, the PvPers, and the explorers, right? So in that case, we have the research task for the collectors, as well as base Cobblemon and collecting Pokemon. And we have Mega Ascension and all that stuff for the PvPers, if they want to do that. The problem is like for the explorers and the builders already are, you know, Minecraft already has its building aspects, but I wonder if there's things that we could do to help with the building aspect. Because like one thing I was considering was the construction wand, right? Because I'm weighing over it, because like I'm still thinking, because that could be something that's good for builders to help with building and make it easier and faster for builders. And then like along with that too, right? For those who are the extra fancy builders, we could get them a trowel as well. Oh, I don't have any space. Is there a way for me to like put this on the next page? There we go. Let me go take this out. Like I'm thinking that like if I'm gonna appeal to the builders in our community, we should have the builder wand, and the trowel, right? That way people have an easier time for building. You can set a max speed and attack. Then maybe I'll take a look into that. Because then if that's the case, like we could cap it out. I think the max speed would be more fun if we could make it really high. That way we could have Uma races. But as for the attack, I mean, technically, if we do the attack, we could have Uma PvP. But I think with the attack, it's just gonna negate everything in the base game too. Because it's like, oh, my Uma Musume annihilates things in one hit. EP, good night. Alright, take care, Seal. Thank you for jumping in. Right? So, let me go grab some signs to kind of like accent what I'm talking about. Need some food because I'm getting hungry. Okay. Right? So we have the 4 pillars of players, right? We have the builders. And for the builders, we have the wands. We have trowels, right? I think we should give like 3 things to each of the communities in a way. And then we have the collector. The collector, we have the research task. We have regular base Cobblemon, right? Base Cobble, because of the collection. Is that just a gold duck walking in the background? Casually. We have the PvPers. And then we have like basically the Mega Ascension for those who are competitive. I'll call it Mega Ass. And of course, base Cobblemon, right? And then like, if we do add Umapoi, we could have like fun contests around that. And then the last pillar was the Explorer. And that's the harder one because like, I don't know if you guys notice, but whenever you add like exploration stuff to Minecraft, they're so terribly imbalanced, right? To the point where you could get all your resources from just exploring. And I would know because like that happens in so much of the VTcraft server because of some of the mods that are just built into the mod pack, right? You would just go into an airship and then you would have a full stack of diamonds already coming out. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I know Minecraft already is like already imbalanced as it is. Like one thing I was considering, I still don't know if I want to do it, right? Because I kind of want to encourage trade, right? I want to encourage trade and communication. So I know we're gonna have simple shop. You can get your boo-boo baby, you're right. Simple shop, that way. And I think that would help with the Umapoi too. When people want to trade like Uma spirits, they'll say like, I want to trade this. And then same with Cobblemon. People could trade Cobblemons and things like that, back and forth, Pokeballs, items, things like that. People could like have a little trading district, right? I did think is too, we had to like consider a map. But let me see. Let me go write down my notes. All right. I want to have like a general spawn area. I want it to be an area that people have to come back to, whether it's for enchanting and stuff. That's the question though. Should I like give you guys enchantment tables right off the flat? Like, I don't know. Like, you have to bring your own lapis, of course. So there's that at the very least. Because I know like I go off the idea of the Hypixel server, because the Hypixel server has a lot of things already provided to players. But at the same time, I'm kind of curious, like, because we've all done this song and dance, essentially. But I don't know how much to give you guys. And someone did mention it on the my friend's server pretty well, that like when you give people everything they want, they don't want to play anymore. And that does make sense. But the question is like, how much can I give you? Like in terms of like maybe a starter kit. But the question is like, what do we include in the starter kit? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Like maybe Pokeballs, some potions, and things like that. Maybe not revives. I gave revives to my friends and they already abused it by making a healing machine right off the bat. But I think like having a spawn. The thing is too, like with the spawn idea, if I have like a general spawn, we should have like a general way back, right? So maybe like having waystones, right? Having waystones. Oh, let me go put that into the mods. Waystones. Let me go check this mod list, okay? So, oh, the question is about trainers too. If I include trainers, how do you guys feel about that? Would you guys mind doing or want to do trainer content? Like, I would probably have to like include some tutorial things. I don't know. Like, that's the thing that I kind of struggle with too. It's just like explaining some of the systems on the server, right? Because if I'm gonna do trainers, I feel like I need to let people know how the trainer system works between the whole cards and stuff like that, and free roam. Because I'm gonna set everyone to free roam by default. That way, everybody gets to level up however they want. But if they want to take the trainer challenge, they can. And the thing is, with the trainer challenge, it comes with badges, I think. I know there's a data pack for it, but I haven't done it yet. There's like a lot of uncertainty. Maybe we should keep it simple? I don't know. Because I do like the idea of trainers, but the problem is like the idea of rewards. We'll put that under exploration. Because that could be something for trainers. You want to do content other than normal Minecraft? That makes sense. That makes sense. Alright, Finner, I got a question. If you were to have like a choice of mod, what mod would you add to the server? In your opinion. Right? I'll make a note of it so I could consider it, right? Because I'm looking through the mod pack right now. And I'm weighing over. Like, the Radical Trainer sounds like fun. I do want to make my own trainer system, too. Like, I have this idea, right? So let me use the building blocks for it. I still have this idea that I always want to do, where it's like Pokemon Stadium, where they have, like, a path. And, like, the path leads down, like, several towers. And each tower represents a different gym leader, like so. And you have to, like, go to each tower to defeat each gym leader to get to the very end. I want to do something like that. And set something like that up. But I also want to have like general trainers just roaming around the area, and then like the regular Cobblemon stuff. The question is about like sending rewards and stuff for things like that. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Because I do know I want to have events, right? And I'm gonna have like I'm gonna have player moderators help kind of situate that. Let me take a look at some more things. Should we have the gacha machine? I kind of want to add a gacha machine, but the thing is, like, the gacha machine is very powerful. Because you have like a gacha luck of getting like really powerful items that you normally can't get. Especially for the Cobblemon one. Like, you have a chance of getting things like Master Balls and stuff. But it's cute! Can you make a gacha machine? Like, I wanna... Like, is there a way to make loot crates but not have it cost real money? Because I would do loot crates, but not have it cost real money. I'll have it cost, like, fake imaginary money. Let me keep looking through this. So we have building wants. Cobble dollars. Cobble dollars is an interesting one. Because I do have, like, my own scripted shop that could work for cobble dollars. But that does add another currency to everything, but I'll write it down. That way you guys can earn money, but I'm worried about you guys earning too much money too fast. Because, like, I don't want you guys to buy out the shop in a way, you know? But at the same time, like, that's... I guess if you leave people the ability to grind, then people are going to grind. I could make it so, like, you only grind off trainers and then lower the trainer spawn rate. Let me take a look. So, definitely these ones. Comforts might be nice. I'll make it so you only need, like, maybe at least one person sleeping at night. Because I know there's, like, that big conflict of people sleeping at night. So, we'll definitely have that. So, we'll have the sleeping bag. Cut through, double doors, eating animation. I kind of wish I could get better animations, but I never could do better animations. I keep trying to figure it out, but better animations never seem to work for me. Right? I always have the problem of, like, better animation not actually doing anything. We'll have some cosmetic stuff. JEI, of course. Let me despawn. Alright. Another idea I want to try to experiment with is having no animals. Because I feel like animals add too much, I guess you could say. They're kind of powerful in terms of food because I want people to start a farm, but I don't want people to just have like a bunch of chickens in one area or a lot of pigs in one area. And the thing is too, a lot of resources can come from Pokemon, right? For example, you see this little pig here? This little Lechonk? If I kill this Lechonk like so, the Lechonk also drops things like pork and stuff. So you still can get resources from Pokemon, right? Leather comes from like Ponyta and horse Pokemon, right? Pork comes from pig Pokemon. You got chicken from birds, right? You have beef from cow Pokemon. The only thing that is a bit of a problem is one, wool. Because I know like there's gonna be a big problem, but if we have a online shop, then that's not too bad, because then you could just buy wool. But the other problem is eggs. No Cobblemon actually drops eggs. Wait, actually, I take that back. There is one Cobblemon that drops eggs. Maybe two, I would say. Maybe three even. But they're not the most common Pokemon, which is Executor. Or no, not Executor, Execute. I think Chansey also drops eggs, but actually is like has a chance to drop an egg. Which means that like in order for you to get an egg, you have to go to a jungle or a beach and find an Execute and execute. See what I did there? Like even now I haven't really spotted an Execute, and that's because I'm not near a jungle. So, and the thing is like I would be okay with taking out the eggs, because they're pretty useless items. If it wasn't for like the new recipe that they added in here, right? They added this where is it? Wait, what? Where's the Poke Snack? They added something called a Poke Snack, but I don't know where it is. Wait, do you need eggs to make a Poke Snack? Did they change that? I thought you did, because it was like a cake recipe. Because maybe we can go without eggs. Give me a second. Where is the Poke Snack? Poke Snack? There it is. Poke Snack. Oh, you don't need eggs for it. Well, maybe we don't need eggs then. Because like the thing is with eggs, if we take out the whole like Farmer's Delight thing, The only thing that you need for eggs is pumpkin pie, cake, and I think that's it. Pumpkin pie and cake. Well, actually, you do need it for the open face sandwich. I mean, I guess you could buy eggs, right? I wish there's a way that you can make it so Pokemon produce eggs, but I don't think there is, right? I was looking at the drop list, and like I said, there's only like 2 Pokemon drop eggs. So, in general, I kind of want to try the no animal thing. And if we have a shop, that'll be good, because then you can still buy eggs and wool. So, no animals? Question mark? Because like the thing is too, like what has the animals actually contributed outside of just being free food, right? And the thing is, I want to make sure like when we do this, I like the idea of like having a giant farm. I don't know. Maybe it's because I seen it in 2B2T, the Valley of Wheat, and then I saw it in Hypixel, the area with the farming area, right? And I kind of like that concept, the idea of having like a giant farmstead. And I like the idea of like you guys having your own like farmstead too. You know? I don't know. Maybe it's kind of romantic when you think about it. I'm just a romantic kind of guy. There we go. But I think it kind of also helps because it kind of distinguishes the Pokemon from animals in a way. Because one of my biggest bother with the Cobblemon stuff is that the Minecraft mobs still exist. Like, if I could, I would Thanos all these animals away. Right? But I guess, like, that takes out the Minecraft experience. I don't know. I guess we have to, like, do some votes on it. Like, once we get a general idea of everything, maybe I'll get my mod team organized and we'll decide on, like, specific things. Whether or not we should include them or not. There we go. But oh boy, does eggs feel so cumbersome. Just because of the fact you can only carry 16 eggs. I still don't know why they haven't changed this. The whole idea of 16 eggs. Okay, let me keep looking through the mod pack. So then we have mouse tweaks, we have not enough animation so you can see what people are doing. Ugh. Backpacks. Okay, that's a good question. Looking through it, because there was a like setting to make it so you don't carry all the backpacks. But the thing is, backpacks are so powerful that you don't even need to have treasure chests anymore because you could just make a bunch of diamond backpacks and you could store everything in a couple backpacks, right? And that's my biggest concern with it. Like, I could add the backported bundles, and then you guys could just use bundles and shulker boxes instead of backpacks. But at the same time, like, part of Pokemon is having a backpack. I just wish there wasn't a way to, like, just have infinite backpacks. Which mod I pick? I feel like most of them would either be too OP or not go with the vibe of the world. I see. Yeah. I think this is the same thing I had a problem with too, because, like, before I had a problem with like limiting the power level of everybody. But maybe we don't need to limit the power level. How crazy can, like, how bad is it to go crazy? But then again, sometimes I see the VTcraft servers and when everyone's like just flying around and just like, remember that time when we fought the Ender Dragons? And then people were just like around exploding and everyone had like their own skill set and weapons and everything was just like freezing up and exploding because everyone was going crazy. I don't know if I want it to be that crazy. I'm a little hungry. I'm gonna grab a cookie really quick. 1 second. You know what's funny? I said I was gonna buy a cookie or get a cookie, but I got seaweed instead. Because I thought about it, I ate a lot of sweets today and I kind of don't want to eat too much more sweets. So I got some seaweed to kind of satiate. Hey Sanix, how are you doing? We're talking about the server right now, and I have a book right here that's for planning right now. And so far, we're getting some things down. How do you feel about some of these things, Sanix? Let me hear it from you. Like the idea of no animals, and then we just rely on Cobblemon. I like seaweed. Seaweed's pretty good, but sometimes it's just, like expensive. I say keep animals. What's your argument for it? Because I was thinking about taking it out because Pokemon provide it all, and they sometimes cause server lags and stuff like that. Man, seaweed snacks are so good. Because you like wolves? Okay, that's a good enough excuse. Then we'll keep the animals then. I wonder, is there a way to like to limit the amount of animals in one area? Like, so... Let me catch you up on some things though, Sanix. So we were talking about like the 4 pillars of players. We have the builders, we have the explorers, we have the PvPers, and we have the collectors. And I was talking about like trying to appeal to all of them one way or another, right? And we'll try to make sure that we balance it all out. But the question is like, I'm trying to think like, try to keep things relatively low power, right? Because I don't want people to be flying around and like one-shotting everything. But at the same, and I want to add more survival aspects. Alright. That make it feel like you do need a farm and stuff. Like like one thing I have right now is that hunger is always ticking. As you can see, even if I'm standing still, you're always still getting hungry. Just like realistic hunger in a way. But if I wonder, is that too much, you know? Man, the seaweed's so good. I was gonna save some of the seaweed for like when I make soup. So here I am just eating it now. How fast is the hunger? It's not too fast. I think it's like, it like loses 1 hunger tick every... I don't know actually. Let me see, I'm watching it right now. I don't know. Takes like maybe 1 minute per hunger shank if you have no saturation. Because it's not going that fast. The thing is I'm worried about is that might lead to accidental deaths because of the fact that, you know, some people might want to AFK on the server and then they die because they hungry. You know what I mean? Let's go eat the rest of the seaweed. This is really good. Oh no. Let me keep a look at the mod pack. Did I close my door? Okay, no creepers are getting inside. Okay. Keep it on moving only. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. What about backpacks? How do you guys feel about backpacks? Because I'm weighing over it because backpacks are really OP. I could take out some of the more OP upgrades, but even just the idea of having multiple backpacks on the ground can be OP. Aja? Again? What's your argument for it, Sanix? Let me hear it. Is it because just having backpacks are nice? Because I was thinking of like backporting the bundles. That way you guys can make bundles as much as you want. But I don't know if that's a good substitute for backpacks. Helps with mining? Okay. If I do add the backpacks though, I'm gonna make it so that if you carry more than one backpack, you're gonna start slowing down, right? Because I don't want to encourage everyone to just run around with a bunch of backpacks on them and just like carrying everything on them, their whole house. Then we'll add it. Question is though, there's so many backpack mods. The only one I know is sophisticated storage or sophisticated backpacks. Is there any other backpack mods that are still good? I was thinking about it. I like the idea of chest monsters like this, but how do you guys feel about storage mods? We have a couple options, but I don't know how crazy I want the options to be. Like, we could always have applied energistics, right? But we could also keep it simple with Tom's Simple Storage. Or we could keep it even simpler and just have what's it called? The iron chest, right? Having iron chest is a good option too. The thing is, I know the Cobblemon mod has a lot of stuff to it, right? But I think the Cobblemon mod is going to be the main thing, though. I don't know how many more bigger mods we're going to add on it. Maybe my Uma Boy? Oh, I ate all the food really fast. Sorry, I'm a little hungry. I'm a little hungry, baby. Goo goo gaga. Let me go find Super Creek and get some juice. Okay, I'm back. I can think clearly now that the rain is gone. Okay. The thing is, too, I do like the idea of a simple storage system, but let me see. I'm kind of curious what kind of storage systems are on Fabric, because we're going to keep this on Fabric, right? Just for it to run better and stuff. Let me see. Oh man, the seaweed is stuck in my teeth now. Mm. 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 The seaweed is stuck in my teeth. Mm. Also, question. How do you guys feel about, like, okay, I know we're gonna have a general, let me see. Let me go add another page. We're gonna have a general spawn, and we should make that its own category now. So we'll start talking about, like, what should we add to it, right? So in our general spawn, 100% we need a Pokemon Center, complete with a Pokemon shop, right? And the question is, like, do we want to add a enchanting area? Do we want to add a villager trading hall? Like, it would save, like, everyone the troubles of having to set that stuff up themselves. But at the same time, it's kind of accelerating everybody's, like, playthrough, right? That's the thing I'm kind of worried about, that I'm accelerating everything too fast for everybody and giving everyone an easier time. It could be something we build up over time, but I'm wondering about that because like I said, we probably all done this song and dance over and over. So I'm curious how many people like want the easy way out or how many people want the longer way. Convenience versus uh convenience versus difficulty. Let me see. I'm looking at some storage systems for Fabric. There's refined storage, but that one has some automation stuff that might be a little too much. I don't see Tom's. Oh no, here it is. Tom's Simple Storage. That's like the one and true simple storage and storage drawers. But the thing is with storage drawers is that storage drawers like you have a lot of storage drawers just to organize your stuff, basically. Hmm. There's also like Iron Chest, right? Isn't Iron Chest a pretty popular one? Let me see. Colossal chests when regular chests are too small. Sometimes regular chests are too small. This allows you to create multi-block chests of any size. we could just have a really big chest, right? That could be something. Wider ender chests. Yeah. If I had to say for our storage situation, I'm weighing over. Let me see. Storage mod. I'm weighing over between iron chests, right? To Tom Simple Storage. To no storage mods at all. Those are the three things I'm weighing between. Just look at it in general. Because they all generally do the same thing in a way. Tom is like more organized because you don't have to organize your items. But I would say like Iron Chest is more aesthetically pleasing. But I would say too, like they don't add much that technically you can still get away with just having a regular chest. And I think the thing is too, the nice thing about like Iron Chest, it costs resources, you know? Like Tom Simple Storage only costs wood, but Iron Chest costs you like metals and stuff, you know? In a way that can take some material out of the economy in a way, you know? Because you had to spend gold, diamond, iron, and stuff like that just so you can upgrade your chests. Chesto! Saido Chesto! Let me see. I'm just looking through some storage options here. Let me think. What do you guys think? Oh wait, I should add storage drawers. Storage drawers is an option too. Do you guys have an opinion on whether you want one of these mods? Like, would you guys like iron chests, Tom storage, or storage drawers? I think storage drawers look nice aesthetically too, but the thing is, you get a whole bunch of drawers, and I guess in a way too, it does eat up a lot of resources, which is good. But I think it's mostly like wood resources, right? But you can upgrade it with if I'm correctly too, with storage drawers, there's like you use metals to upgrade. So just like iron chests, it can work in that same idea. Let me see. I don't know. I actually haven't used this that much. Yeah. I'm looking at it. They have an iron, gold, obsidian, diamond, and emerald one. So it looks like you can make upgrades to make it so you can hold much more materials in one thing. But then, question. How does storage drawer affect lag? Let me check. Let me look online. Storage drawers in a server. External drawer storage. No. Minecraft server. Minecraft server. Let's see. Store items. Okay. Also, question. How do you guys feel about tree cutting too? Like, quality life. We'll call this one quality life. Easier mining and tree cutting. Tools to mine better. Vanilla. Like, I know there's like the, what is it called? Ultra Beast or something like that, where it allows you to like break a bunch of blocks at the same time, but it costs like a lot of stamina. Personally, I don't like that one. I know there's like one that's called Ember and Slags, which is like Tinker's Workshop for 121.1, which has hammers and sights and stuff like that to make it so like you could mine 3x3 and break trees faster. But I'm always wondering about that because that does increase the amount of resources you could gather, which makes it easier. But the question is if that's a good thing or not. Yeah, why is it so hard to balance Minecraft? Why is balancing Minecraft so hard? Why is Minecraft so fundamentally hard to balance? What's that sound? Let me go sleep. The sound of rain is not helping me think. It's a beautiful world out there. We have a lot of things like to think about here. So we have general spawn, we have storage mods, quality of life. Let me think. I'm still thinking about the Umapoi one too. There's a lot of things I'm thinking about. Cobblemon, Terralith, Cobble Dollars. Because I think I have a general mod pack that could work. It's just I want to test out some of these things. But, let me go put down the Easy Anvil. Easy Anvil and enchantments. I think the nice thing about like the Ember and Slags is that it allows for expression, because like you get to make your own tools and you could choose the tools that you want. But I wonder how strong that is. If you go for iron chest, go for sophisticated storage. What's sophisticated storage? I never heard that one. It's basically the same but better. Ah, I'm looking at it right now. It doesn't say how it works. It just says your unofficial fabric port. Let me see. What's sophisticated storage and how does that work? Okay, storage. What is sophisticated storage? So storage block type is barrels, limited barrels. Oh, so like it combines everything then. You could have different. Oh, interesting. Shulker boxes? Interesting. The thing is though, like it looks like you have upgraded shulker boxes, and I think that's kind of overkill combining with the backpacks. Storage block decoration? I'll think about that one. I think it's a little overkill. Iron chest is a little bit more simpler and down to earth. But I could be wrong. But I'll put down the list just in case. We'll see. Okay. Sophisticated storage. I want to try out the Ember and Slag one though. Let me close this really quick and we're gonna download a mod really quick to see. I'm kind of curious how it plays like. Because if it's not too powerful, maybe that could make it fun for tool making. Question is though, like it doesn't add new materials, so if it has to go, it can go really easily. It's not gonna cause any problems, hopefully. I'm hoping. Here's hoping that it's not gonna cause any problems. I like it because it adds a search. Oh, maybe then. That might be a good idea then. Having something to search for stuff might work. I know like Tom's storage thing has that too, but the problem is that Tom's storage doesn't come with anything else other than the storage system. But I like how like, because the one thing I really want to do is try to make sure expression of creativity. So I want that to come in every way. So like your Cobblemon's your expression of creativity, your builds are going to be expression of creativity. Like I think I want that to be my big MO for this. Like I want people to express themselves creatively, right? And there's already like the base Minecraft stuff, like the armor trims and stuff like that. I don't know if there's a mod to add more armor trims or anything. But I added Ember and Slags because, let me see. Maybe Ember and Slag might be too much? I don't know. Because like I'm still weighing over the idea of giving you guys the power to break blocks and mine really fast. And I don't know if that's a good idea or not. It's in the air right now. It's in the air. Like how powerful do I want you guys to be? Let me try this on a creative server because I know this mod adds like hammers and shovel excavators and tree capacitators. I think that's what they're called. Man, moderating a server is hard. Or at least like try to make a server. I really need like a team. Maybe I should like find my team first and we could discuss it. I have something I want to show you. What do you want to show? Girachi. Alright, let's test this out. So I haven't worked with this, but yeah, you can see how like they add all these things. And I wonder if it's too powerful. Let me see. Like Bone Sword sounds funny, but Bone Sword is just as powerful as what? Diamond Swords? Like Echo Swords? If you you could disable the shulker box? Okay, that's good, that's good. Then yeah, I will be able to like mix things up. Let me see. Because I know with this, can you still enchant it? Let me see. Deep? Alloy? Crucible? Oh man, actually, might not be a good idea because I don't think there's any documentation. And I want to make this server simple. Already looking at it, I'm thinking about it from like a new player perspective, and having to get into that in order for you to figure out like your tool set might not be a good idea, especially without documentation. Let me take that out. So probably not that. I'm taking that out. Alright, let's get back into the game and think about it. If that's the case, then like I'll take a look at the sophisticated storage. I like the idea of being able to express yourself that way. Different colored storage, making it look nice and pretty. There we go. I do want to have a shop system, but the problem is that because we are on Fabric, there is actually no shop system that I could find that works out really well, right? Because on Fabric, they don't have a, like, you could probably have it on a Minecraft server, but Fabric doesn't have a actual mod that I could find of that works as a shop. Let me see. Let me look for it again. Like, the one I was looking at was SDM shop, and I don't know how well that's gonna work out. I did want to keep it simple. I want to make it so like you can sell a block for one gold, and then you could get a block for 2 gold, right? That way it costs 2 gold, 2 blocks for 1 block. Add Limbus? No. No. I could tell already from the distance that's gonna be OP. The OP powers of that might be too much. Because I do want to add like a server shop for blocks, but I wonder if that's too much too. Like, we could make it like base blocks, like say stones and stuff like that, but rare blocks you have to go out for. But doesn't that just defeat the whole purpose? I don't know. Like, it was kind of nice to be able to buy the blocks I want to build with, but at the same time, and I think that was the thing too, like, how did you guys feel about building? Do you guys like gathering the materials for it, or would you rather use a shop for it? Like, I could tie it all together with the Cobblemon one, right? That way, if you do battles, you can get money, and the money can go into buying blocks for building. So if you want to just get blocks and you don't want to like go explore, you can just do a bunch of Pokemon battles. Either that, or you could sell emeralds for it. So that's another alternative option. Because I want to make it so that emeralds actually add up into the blocks too, right? So you could sell your emeralds to the Pokédollars and you can buy blocks. But the problem is that it's going to be a lot of manual input. And I still don't know what blocks I want to add, right? Like, if this was a regular server, I guess people would add all the blocks? I don't know. That's why I have, like, the idea of a shop up in the air. Let me go put it. block shop. But at the same time, if I want to encourage building, maybe that's a good idea? But at the same time, right? At the same time, I don't want it to be like you guys have to, well, just buy all your blocks. Benner, you were building in a previous world. How do you feel about the idea of having like a block shop? Let me see, I'm gonna grab some blocks here and I wanna like use it to set up, I'll use cobblestone. I wanna set up like a idea for spawn. Okay. Let me grab some cobblestone because I have like so much of those. Okay. So what I want to do is, so far with the idea of spawn I want to do, is I want to have like a general center area. Let's do it over here. Depends on the price. It was nice to get certain blocks that were a pain to find. And I know there's not going to be automations like create, so there's not going to be a way to automate like block gainage. So maybe, but the question is, the question is, am I discouraging exploration that way? Alright. Well, since I can't wrap my mind around it, I know what I want to do for spawn is, I want to have a general center statue, right? And it's going to be like a plaza area that goes around it. Let me move these Pokemon. I did everything I felt like? Did you? You said you want to show me something, but I didn't see... You didn't post anything or say anything afterwards? So I want to have like a general statue in the middle. Maybe it's a giant sheep. And I want to like maybe start off with... Hey dog, don't lick yourself. You're a little baby. I want to have like a Pokemon Center that's a combination with a Poke Shop. You need to explore to find Pokemon. I guess that's true. Okay. Question is though, like, should I set up a Nether portal immediately? I want to have a Pokemon Center right here, right in the middle, combined with the Poke Shop. So the Poke Shop is going to be in there. And then if I was going to have like a gacha machine, the thing is I got to figure out how the loot boxes work. Because I wonder if you could do a loot box. Let me see. Is there a loot bot mod? Loot blah 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 blah. And I don't know how to make plugins, so that's definitely out of the question. Like, can I make an area where you guys have a gacha area? Loot box? Loot integration? Let me see. Because I like gacha. I want a gacha, guys. I want a gacha in-game. Let's see. There's no loot box mod. Yeah, I'm looking through the mod list and there's nothing for loot boxing. Also, did this thing freeze? And I swear, Curse Word is just like so unoptimized. Loot and explore loot balls. Yeah, I think that's something you have to do with plugins, right? Interesting. Customize Pokemon loot drops using Minecraft loot tables. Interesting. I'll have to think about that one. Okay, what else did I want to have in my general spawn? Like, I was thinking about like an enchanting area. I still don't know if I want to add an enchanting area. But it could be something simple. Like maybe like yeah, I guess if I was gonna add the enchanting area, it would definitely be an enchanting area. Especially at that size. Okay. And I guess if we have a villager trade hall, maybe we gotta have it like on this side? Well, no, I guess it should be close to the enchanting area. So like a villager trading hall should be right here. Where's my signs? Do I have more signs? Let me go get some signs. Oh, we need to have a Pokemon Stadium too. We definitely need to have a Pokemon Stadium. We should have the Pokemon Stadium like on the other side of the Pokemon Center. There's no way we can't have a Pokemon Stadium. That way for bigger battles and events. And I kind of want to have like what Final Fantasy 14 does, where they have a living space area. And while you guys can go wherever you want to build, I want to have like living plots. So if you want to claim a plot of land, you can claim a plot of land and make like a small little house. At least add a compass. That's a good point. I guess the compass might work better because then it encourages trade, because people can like trade blocks if they don't want to go that far. Let me see. So I want to have like a living plot area, right? And it's going to be like something simple where it's just going to be like little box areas, right? Something like this, where everyone could claim their own little box, and then we'll have like a bunch of boxes, more than we actually need, and then make it into like little community housings, right? And of course, like you could have a waystone in front of your house, and you could connect it to your actual real base or something like that. But I want to make it so like there's like a little plot area. Let me grab some more signs so I can label everything for this town. What was that? It's a viper. Huh. I've never seen it as a viper in this game before. That was pretty cool. But yeah, Jirachi, were you gonna show something or say something? Because you said you have something to show me, but you never said anything after that. Alright, let's make some more signage. Okay, my inventory is a mess as usual. I mean, it's not really me playing Minecraft if my inventory is not a mess, after all. There you go. Okay, we'll use the signage to kind of point things out. I think we should add the compass though. Compared to the shop, I think the compass might be better. Like, I think we should just include a nature compass for biomes more than a structure compass. Because I kind of want to keep some of the structures like, oh, you just came across it casually. But I do think it makes sense for the nature compass because of Pokemon too. Okay. So we should have like in the middle a general statue, right? And I want to say like this area is like living plots. So if you want to make a house here, and I want to make it so that teleporting doesn't cost any experience points. That way people don't have to like fret themselves from like teleporting. It's like, oh, I can't teleport back because I have no XP. Okay, so we should have the Pokemon Stadium here. Or Pokemon's... Actually, the Pokemon Stadium should be in front. I want it to be like the first thing you see. One of the first thing you see, right? I imagine if you spawn, you'll be like right here. And then you'll be able to see like the Pokemon Stadium and the statue. We'll have the Poke Center. Plus shop. I guess the thing is too, we could combine the enchanting area in the villager hall. Question. How do you guys feel about having the villager hall, the villager trading hall, and the enchanting table like presented to you right off the bat? Would you guys be yay or nay for that? As long as there's no biome plenty, Pokemon should be yeah. I think I was like, do you know if Terralith actually messes with that? Because I know like that was my fear with Terralith, if it actually messes with it or not. Villager trading hall plus enchanting room. That way you guys don't have to build your own enchanting room setup. And I think this is like a good kind of idea of spawn. I'm trying to think like what does Hypixel do in other servers I've been to. But I think this is good in general. Oh, we should have like a general trading area too. Like a trader's market. No clue if it does. Where could we put it? We could go adjacent. So we could have like the... I always like the idea of having like a little trading area. Right? So it's like, this is like the player trading area. Right? So it's going to be like maybe a giant message board and a place where you could place simple shops. So you could essentially post your shops that you want to sell items and things like that. So if you have like an excess of, I don't know, rare blue wood or maybe mangrove wood, at the very least you can do what you want with it. You can sell it if you wanted to. Also, we're not going to have multi-world. I know like last time we had a server, we had multi-world to keep the main world clean. But I think, you know what? I think leaving our mark in the world and making it look like diarrhea Might be a good idea, you know? It's the small things. I also like the idea of like maybe like a community. I wouldn't say community, but like an area, like a farm area. Thing is though, like the problem with a farm area is that the the problem with a farm area is like having people replant, but I'm not too sure. I feel like maybe we could have like something on the top left and top right of this area. Are you planning to add something carpenter block? What's carpenter blocks? Is it like chipped, where it's like a bunch of variation of blocks? Let me think. Okay, so we have living plots. Still don't know. Maybe this could be just like a hangout area. So maybe just like a general hangout spot if you want to like chat with the players. Like I'm overestimating the idea, but just maybe like a cute hangout area. Just like, I don't know, just there. I mean, we could always like make a nether portal, but I don't know if people would like to have their own nether portal or if they want to share a nether portal as spawn. Thing is too, like, I wonder if I should lock the ender dragon or should we just like kill ender dragon day 1 and give everyone elytras? Maybe not elytras. The thing is, like, Cobblemon has its own like writing system now, so people could just like easily fly around now. And I think elytras are nice, but at the same time they might be too fast. But now with the writing system, people could fly, they could ride, they could swim. So I think that we don't like we don't have to like have the end as much as before, in a way. Basically a frame that lets you right click any material you want and add carpet to any material. Interesting. How does that work on a server? I heard about that, and it's just like in Create with the copycat blocks. But my concern with that is that it's adding a lot of entities into one area, and I'm worried that like specific areas are going to turn into like a giant hotspot for lag, you know? That's my concern for it. Oh yeah, we should add that though. For mods, etch. That way we can have some custom music. Nature's compass. I like the idea of having custom music because it sounds like a good idea, but at the same time I'm just worried about the overall feel of that. I think it's a good kind of setup for spawn. I'm already imagining it. We could have like a giant sheepy in the middle with a rammy. We could have like this area be built like checkerboard. Maybe we could have it so it's like one chunk. Like a chunk is what, 16 blocks? How big is a chunk? Let me see. How do I... Okay. This way? Okay. One... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So a chunk is like 16. So I can't say the impact. One thing I also want to do with the server is try to avoid updating it too much. Because I think that was a general problem with the previous server. We kept on updating, or I kept on updating too much. So I wanted to keep it like very simple so we don't have to keep updating it all the time. So people didn't miss out on things and they didn't have to like worry about like downloading a new mod pack or anything like that. Okay. So do you think a 16 by 16 area is a good place, a good amount of spots to build a small house? Because we could do it so like if we build this area here, how big is a 16 by 16? Let me see. How big is a 16 by 16? Like if we give everyone like a residential house and it's like a 16 by 16 plot, right? Let me see how big 16 by 16 is, just so we can like plan this out. Okay. So if we have 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 3, 4, 5, 6, wait, I lost track. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Music just kicks in. Did I miscount? How big would another one be? Because I'm kind of curious. Maybe we don't even need to do 16 by 16. Maybe it could be 16 by 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Because we could do a 16 by 32, right, for a plot of land. That just feels really wide. I think if we're gonna do the little plots, everybody gets like a little piece of land, maybe by 60 by 16, and then we can like make it feel like we're neighbors. I think people could build a house in that amount of space, right? Like a small general house. Ooh. Hey Gaster, we're talking about the server. Just try to plan things out. Depends on like what they want to put in their house, because they can make it their main living spot. And then like they could put a waystone in the front, right? So like they have their house, but they also have a waystone to their base. How's it going so far? We're thinking. We got a lot of things planned out, but there's still a lot of uncertainty so far. I think like a 16 by 16 can go good. Yeah. Right? The only thing is that you can't cross the line. So players are stuck to this area, 16 to 16, and then like if they want to build elsewhere, they can. They just have to like have a waystone. If it's functional, it feels small. That's the thing too. The thing is like, thinking about it functional wise, if we have that living plot, I think we should have like a general crafting area, unless you guys want to go straight out and build your own things. When I'll be able to join your... Oh, your Bedrock? Oh no, this is for Java though! Because we're on a Java server! No, I'm sorry, Gaster. Like, we could have like a general workshop area for people to share supplies and stuff, but I guess that's just giving too much. I don't know. Maybe it's giving too much? I think it's giving too much. I think already with the villager trading hall and the enchanting room, that's already giving too much. Guys, no bedrock support. I'm sorry, Gaster. I'm sorry. Because I want to do Cobblemon. That way we could do stupid things. Look! You could do this! Wow! Riding Pokemon! Whee! And I want to have like flying races and things like that. I think it'd be really cute. Smash. Oh, the music is like really loud all of a sudden. I can see this being a plugin, not gonna lie. Plugin? Like a mod? Because I don't think this is what's it called in Bedrock, right? That's not a Bedrock, right? I don't know anything about Bedrock because I haven't played it, but they don't have any Pokemon mod like this, right? I know Create is in there though. I remember seeing people talk about it. Outside that, you haven't? No, I haven't. Because I got Java, and I never got Bedrock because I've always questioned why would I get Bedrock if I already have Java? I guess I would ask the same thing if I had Bedrock. I'd be like, why would I get Java if I have Bedrock? But I think Java has like the modding capabilities, right? Like I really don't know anything about Bedrock. The only thing I know is like, yeah, the things that people said like Bedrock is buggy and stuff. But outside that, I don't know anything of it. Is the Minecraft version according to Mojang? Well, they gotta fix the bugs then. Because so far I've been seeing on like Twitter, people are talking about a lot of bugs on Bedrock and dying all of a sudden. I thought Java, wasn't Java the edition though? I thought Java was the version for Minecraft. Okay, I think the thing is too, I think having this as a cosmetic more, I mean, you could make it utilize cosmetic kind of thing. Like, it's like your fast travel point here. It's like, it's basically to build a small little house for everyone to see, but they can also teleport to your place, you know? So it's a way to connect everybody without having to like actually connect everybody, you know? So I'll give everybody 2 waystones, one to place here, right? And one to place in their home, you know? So then you can have like a little mini building here, because I wanna make a really nice looking spawn area. Something that looks really beautiful. Right? Something that we could come back to and stuff like that. And I also want to add more to it as time goes on. Like I want to add like this like a trainer challenge system, like the one I talked about with the towers, and have it so like, oh, we have a bunch of gym leaders on this side and you could choose to battle them all kind of thing. Stuff like that. And I want to have like, oh, maybe over here is like a mini game area. I don't know. Right? And then I want to make it like encroach in the land around it and just make it bigger and bigger. So like this would be the trainers, right, area. And then the other side will be mini games. Do you think, I wonder how, like thinking about it, I wonder if a centralized thing like this would look nice. Like another option I could do for building is that we have a general statue here. I need some more cobblestone. And then we make like a really long hall with all the shops on the side, so it feels like a shopping district. Someone needs to build all this. That's true, but that's where you guys come in, right? These ones are later. These are like later projects, right? Later projects. This one. So that one's like a later project along with the minigame one, right? Later project. I think the thing that we start off with is going to be the Pokemon Stadium, the Pokemon Center, the Villager Trading Hall, and the living plot. And the living plot's going to be simple because it's just going to be a bunch of like square areas like this. So these are going to be the main 4 areas basically, and they're going to be like the cardinal directions. But you guys are going to help me build it. Either that or we have it like this, where like my other plan is like we have like a Pokemon Center here, a Pokemon shop right here maybe, right? We could have a Villager Trading Hall, and then we could have like the enchanting table in the other area, and then we got the Pokemon Stadium, right? So it's like a long shopping district. I always love that aesthetic feel of this like really long shopping area. And then like maybe like from one area it leads to like the living plot. Something like that. And then like this direction is like, I don't know, off to the wilderness. Like these areas are open, maybe under construction. I'm trying to think about like the spawns I saw, and it's very interesting. But I do just like the idea of having like a general statue in the very middle, right? Something like the centerpiece of our spawn area. Something like that, something like that. We're all gonna build together, guys. All my my moderators of this server, you're gonna help me build. We're gonna make sure we work together on this, like, and then like I'll give you guys like some build ideas, I guess you could say, like ideas I have with the build. That way you guys have a general idea of what to go off of. And even then, maybe I could let you guys go free reign as long as you connect the buildings. We'll see. As long as the buildings serve this purpose, it could work out. But I'm currently busy, yeah. I was hoping to open it by Christmas so we could celebrate Christmas together, in a way, on the server. Like have a Christmas tree and a New Year's tree. But I don't think it's gonna happen. It might be a New Year's thing. Just looking at my schedule right now, I think the server might have to wait until the New Year. So we could spend December planning. Right? Because I'm pretty busy as well too. Like I'm super busy too. That's why I'm doing this on stream rather off stream. But I think it might come out really cute. And we could keep it simple and upgrade as we go. Right? I think we should try to keep it vanilla-like in a way. So the most like we should have is probably the Cobblemon mods. Maybe we could cut down on resources? What? Oh, I'm hungry. You can't sleep when I made it so you can't sleep unless you have enough hunger. Can't sleep hungry, just like IRL. Like, we could maybe do reduce resources. Like, I don't know. Because then that means we had to trade even more. And you guys had to spend more time on the mines. Because, like, I think the interesting thing is, like, when people add the Cobblemon to the Minecraft, it usually takes out the Minecraft part. But I want to make sure the Minecraft parts... Oh! A rowlet! Give me a second. I need to grab my Pachirisu. Oh, yeah, my Pachirisu doesn't have anything. Okay. What level are you? 22. Okay, we can handle that. Can't believe I found a rowlet. I want a rowlet. Okay. Let's quick attack it. See how much damage we do. Okay, we're doing some general good damage. It's a grass type too, so I can't really hit it with sleep powder, sadly. Maybe I should have brought Pachirisu for the nuzzle. I think what's his name has a thunder wave, so that could help. Okay. All right. Let me check if oh wow, that hits hard. Let me check if Elekid has a thunder wave attack. Yes, you do have thunder wave. Get out of the way. Okay. Missed the thunder wave. Don't die. Let's hit it with another thunder wave. Missed again. Okay, we got lucky. We got lucky. Thunder wave. 3 misses in a row is too much. There's no way I could miss 3 times in a row. I say as I probably might miss 3 times in a row. Alright, let's try to catch this rowlet. I only have 16 Pokeballs. Nice! Easy. Easy every time, chat. Easy, baby. Easy, gamers. Let's go. Nice. How much friendship do you guys have now? Are you guys like getting close to evolving? 64. Okay, you guys are getting pretty high. Okay. I'll keep walking around. Alright. So, I think that's essentially what I want to do. I guess with all this information, I'll build a rudimentary mod pack and test some things out. So, let's see. Based on everything we said here, let me see though. Let me check because I think there is a mod for reducing resources. So we can reduce the amount of like iron and gold and stuff like that flying around. But the question is like, that might encourage people to make iron farms and gold farms more, but I wonder if that's a bad thing. Like, does an iron farm work on a server? Same with a mob farm. Like, should we even have like a mob farm or like at spawn? I wonder about that. Because like an alternative is like a make it so like fighting Pokemon gives you XP. So we can bypass the whole thing for a mob farm. So if you like need if you need to repair your sword, you could battle a Pokemon for it. Sorry, those things are coming back to me. Also my Curse Forge froze. I was trying to like look up some mods for the mod pack, but it froze, so I guess I'm not doing that. Yeah, it's not activating. It's not working at all. Alright though, I guess with that, we have a general idea, I suppose. I guess I could get something compiled up and kind of test it out and see. Also, am I lagging? I feel like I'm lagging. It feels like I'm lagging. Which is weird because I'm in a single player game. I don't know why it's lagging so much in a single player game. What? Why is my game lagging so much? Is it because my Curse Forge is freezing up? It's probably because Curse Forge, right? Because Curse Forge is for some reason freezing up. I think I have to restart it. There we go. And let's get more of these. Is my Curse Forge loading? Sometimes, like, I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes Curse Forge just stops working for some reason. You guys ever had that happen too? Where your Curse Forge just suddenly stopped working? Like I was trying to like look for some mods for the thing. Oh, what's happening? Why is there a gear next to me? Am I still alive? Hello guys, am I still here? What's going on? Is that CurseForge doing his thing? What is this symbol next to me? Hey? Hey, is it CurseForge? Is this what CurseForge is doing? Let me see. Can I close CurseForge? Let me go ban that guy. Alin, you good? I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Am I still online? It didn't say I disconnected at all. Hello? I don't know what's going on with my like CurseForge. I'm gonna try to close it and see if that you can hear you. Okay. Let me try restarting CurseForge. There we go. I think it's working now. That's weird. Oh crap! What was I gonna look up? I was gonna look up a specific mod, but I forgot. I kind of forgot what mod I was gonna actually look up. Great. And it froze again. I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. It's just there. It's just doing its thing. Well, maybe that's a clear sign that I should call it a night. The full moon is getting to me, right? I tell you, every time there's a full moon, something goes wrong, right? I feel it. I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my phones. My phones, especially my phones, that something's going on. And I think it might be a good time to call it a night. I know it's a little bit early, but I think I got all the information I kind of want to get, in a way. So I can compile something up and test some things out on my own to see how it's going to turn out. I'm getting energy roots. It's all just big roots. There you go. There you go. So I'll organize something and then I'll start like making a secret Discord thing for people who volunteered to be a mod, right? And I think here's the thing I want to do, okay? So I know that like there's some people who volunteered, but the question is like I wonder if I should make everybody a moderator on it, like everybody who volunteered, because I want to have some people that still enjoy the events, and if everybody's like doing the moderation, then everybody knows what the events are coming up. So I was thinking about like breaking the mod groups depending on the number of people into three mod groups, 3 or 2 mod groups depending on how many people volunteered, right? And basically my general idea is so that like I work with one mod group while the other mod group gets to enjoy the event, while for the next event I work with another mod group, and then like the other group gets to enjoy the event. So it kind of keeps the other group like in the darkness. That way they can get surprised and have fun with like, ooh, look, surprise event that I wasn't expecting, you know? Just as a way to balance it, because I know we're not going to get a lot of players. And if everybody's on the mod group, that means everybody knows what events are coming up, you know? And they have free access to the reward stuff, you know? So that's why I'm thinking like if I did decide to add people for the event list, it should, or for the moderation stuff, we should kind of split it down the middle. Look, Electabuzz. I have an Electkid already, like, waiting for its friendship to go up. Hey, it's F1 Professor. But yeah, I know I'm ending a little earlier than usual, but I should probably call it a night. I'm a little tired too. I think the full moon is getting to me. I feel myself transforming into a sheep. So I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna relax a bit and then get back to the commission grind because I'm busy as usual. But thank you guys for coming, and I hope you guys are looking forward to the server as much as I am, because I really can't wait to have a more evergreen server. Something that we can still have in general, you know? I'll balance out a mod pack and then I'll bring it up with the moderation group and see. And I'll have like some polls. So Busy Laphel is super Busy Laphel at this point. But I'll host some polls. I'll invite some VTubers if they want to join, right? And all that. It's gonna be super casual, super, well, I don't know, super fun's gonna be the word for it. But I want to make it super casual and easy to get into. That way people can just like focus on the building and the Cobblemon, you know? That's what I essentially want with it. I want to make it, that's my super overall goal, to build something that looks nice together and have something that's long lasting together, right? So that way we can come back to it whenever maybe there's a new Cobblemon update, or if we feel like we want to play Minecraft again for our 2-week cycle, or if we want to add trophies and stuff, you know? I want to bring all that stuff together and make it so we always have something to do, you know? Something in the background. That's what I was kind of hoping with the Power World one, but the Power World one, ooh, a Pedalo. I kind of want a Pedalo. Give me a second before we go. Level 4. Did I just throw a Pokeball at you and catch you? Level 4. Nice. Easy catch. I like Lilligant. Lilligant's a very cute Pokemon. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream as much as I did. Tune in tomorrow, more art commissions and the works. And then tune in Friday for Deltarune. No stream on Saturday because it's a friend's birthday. And then Sunday is going to be, what's it called? Sunday is going to be Pokemon Smash or Pass. Our first ever Pokemon Smash or Pass. And to add to it, I will have to explain my reasoning. And don't worry, it's not because I am a degenerate that likes Pokemon, right? It's just, I'm going to put myself into the egg group and pretend that I'm a Pokemon of the same egg group. Because, like, if you're a Pokemon of the same egg group, you could choose other Pokemon that you can smash, you know? That's my reasoning. To make me seem sane and normal, and to make it so, like, I don't call myself out. Or, like, say, I don't know, Jigglypuff or something. Alright, I'm gonna jump off here. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream as much as I did. And yeah. No raid tonight. I'm feeling a little tired. Shut up, Fenner. Shut up. No raid tonight. I'm feeling a little tired. The full moon is getting to me, guys. If you got anything to blame the full moon. Right? I don't know why this gear right next to me is still going. But yeah. Alright, thank you guys for coming. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a good night. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Video games, Pokemon, Cobblemon. Bye-bye. Bye. It's gonna be our new forever world, guys. This is it. The new SMP Sheepmp 2 is gonna be our forever world. It's gonna be there forever and ever.